Test, test, here we go. Alright, welcome to the first Simulator Sunday. Everything should be working. Please do let me know in the chat if you guys can hear my voice, hear the music. Tell me if it's too loud. Tell me if I'm too loud, if something's not working. Okay, first feedback. How about the rest of you guys? Check, check. Welcome. All right, we've got Noel in the chat. He says it's his first live stream. Welcome. It's an excellent live stream. You've decided to choose your first one. All right, Kelly from Ready Set Drone is here. Welcome, welcome. He can hear us. He can hear me as well. Awesome. Cool, cool. All right, so what is Simulator Sunday? Well, I have dipped my toe, my very large toe, into a very large sea of FPV, the FPV side of the hobby. And yeah, I've been bitten by the bug, you might be able to say. And one of the best things you can do, of course, to get better at flying all kinds of drones, it doesn't have to be FPV, is to practice. And today we're gonna fire up a Liftoff. If you have Liftoff, the simulator, it's made for kind of FPV type racing or just flying around. If you have Liftoff, then you can join us and fly with me on the simulator live. And if not, that's fine. You can just watch and kind of enjoy. I'm not sure if I can get audio from everybody else that's flying in the game. As I'm running this on a Mac, I think there's an issue on the Liftoff side with the sound, but let's give it a try. So without further ado, let's see how this works out. All right, so you guys should be able to see the simulator on my other monitor. This is so convoluted. I hope it works. My goal is to FPV, go through stuff with my Mini. Hunter WS says, hey Hunter WS, welcome to the stream. Hey, that Mini is pretty compact. You can fly through some small obstacles with that. That's for sure. Do you need to buy Liftoff? Logilipe, I believe that's your username. Yeah, it is a paid app. It's less than $20, I think. I think it was $15.99 in euros when I checked recently. I think it's 20% off right now to get that sale price. It is paid, but you don't have to buy it. You can just kind of hang out and watch. If you want to join, then feel free. I haven't tried all the simulators out there, but I kind of like Liftoff. A buddy of mine, Andy, who's also in the chat, and he will be joining us as well. And I believe Kelly from Ready Set Drone is going to join us as well. So how do you join if you have Liftoff? Well, fire up Liftoff. Go to multiplayer, and you can click the button on the bottom left that says join room, and you have to type in a name, and then just type in all lowercase Quadcopterguide, just like the channel name, just like that, and then you will be able to join the room. It looks like Andy and Kelly have already joined, and if you can't remember the steps in the video description, I've got it listed off as well. All right, so I'll leave the chat here. Let's jump in and give this a shot, shall we? Okay, move my keyboard out of the way. Okay, and that bass hit is kind of loud in the game, but let me know if the levels are a little bit off. All right, let's see how the stream quality is on this. This is, of course, a new map that I haven't flown before. Nothing like trying it out on the stream. Let me try to land real quick here. Let's see if I can get some audio from these guys. Okay, so I can't enable the audio from these guys, but we're flying. Alright, let's see what the others are at. Oh, this is so nerdy. So you can see that the other players have a kind of a banner, a virtual banner that they're pulling behind them. And so they're flying around. So I'm following the white trail. That's either Andy or Kelly. I believe Kelly is red and Andy is white. I should be blue on their screens. So let's see. Alright, so there's the white one. Just gonna go off course and try to find the other guys. So there's white. Where's red? Where's Kelly hiding at? There he is. Kelly from Ready Set Drone. I'm chasing you, man. Of course, he's probably watching this stream on one screen and it's delayed, and he's flying in more or less real time, and that's a tree. Do a reset. Alright, 1 second. Let's check out the chat. What controller do you use it with? Hunter WS is asking. So I'm using my FPV remote. That's this one right here. You can't... I'm not sure if there's a way to get a DJI remote to work. So like your Mavic Mini remote or so. The key is if whatever remote you use, or joystick or gamepad... Okay. So whatever remote you use, you just have to make sure that when you plug it into your computer, it shows up as a joystick, essentially. And if that is the case, then you can fly. You can fly with it in the simulator. That's the main thing. Hey, flying DJI Spark, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. All right, let's get back at it. So far, we've got Kelly and Andy in the game. Paul, hey, welcome. Kelly's using the FR Sky Tyrannus, and I'm using the Jumper T16. Hey Paul, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make this a regular thing. This was kind of the trial run. I'll call it that. That's why I didn't advertise it very much. I just wanted to see if I can get it to work. I didn't want to advertise it too much and then not be able to get it to work. But so far it's looking pretty good. Yeah. And Kelly's saying in the chat that he doesn't think the DJI remotes work. Maybe if you have the DJI FPV remote, you can get it to work. But that's, of course, a remote that most people don't already have. But yeah, there's low-end remotes that you can get to work, so you don't have to buy something expensive. I mean, this thing here, yeah, it's got a built-in color screen, 16 channels. It's essentially a copycat of a Futaba radio. You might have heard that brand before. That's what I used to fly back in the electric and gasoline glow fuel plane days. This remote here, new, is like $150. So it's not that expensive, and there's even cheaper ones than this. Alright. Let's jump back in to the game. The white drone is Andy. Let's chase him around. Hit some of these gates. Let me know in the chat how the quality of the simulator is. I assume it's not going to be perfectly smooth, just because I'm running the simulator on one monitor on my computer, and then I'm encoding and streaming to YouTube with the same computer. On a different monitor, I've got all my panels and everything. So let's take a look. So let's fly a lap here. And then I can also spectate the other guys and see how they're doing. So I think, yeah, in the future I'm going to try to figure out a way to get audio from everyone that's in the simulator at the same time. So you guys can hear more banter than just me sitting here. I'll have to do that through maybe not Twitch, but I forget what the app is called that you can use when you're playing games. Not TeamSpeak. What's it called? It's got a purple Discord. We can set up a Discord channel for audio. Whoa. So that, I believe, is 1 lap. Alright, let's see if I can beat these guys. Alright, concentration. Helps if you fly smooth. One thing is for sure, my computer is a decent heater in this configuration. I tried to do a test earlier to see if I can get FaceTime audio to go in to the stream, but I think FaceTime has a security thing where it doesn't let itself be recorded without issues. That's the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, I could give Kelly a call. But we'll have to figure that out for next time. Oh, I'm hot on Andy's tail. Oh, don't crash, no. And if you hit T, the button T on your keyboard, you can rewind. So you can kind of undo a crash. So that's pretty cool. Of course, the chances are that you'll crash again, but you just have to rewind far enough back. Alright, 121. New best lap. Alright, let's take a look and see how the other guys are doing. Love your live stream, Flying DJI Spark says. Awesome. Glad you like it. So you can use a generic joystick. Logilipe is asking, yeah, you can. You just have to go into the game and configure it. You should be able to. My assumption. Quick Google search will probably let you know. I did not sleep. I was so excited to join your live stream. Which time zone are you in, Noel? Alright, so let's see. Let's spectate. Alright, so we are following. You are watching Kelly from Ready Set Drone. No pressure, Kelly. You're on the air. You're flying is at least. Here we go, the starting gate. Look at that. Very nice. The drop in elevation in this turn is kind of tricky, that's for sure. Nice save. And you can also adjust the angle of the camera and the field of view. So if you want to be able to see, if you want a more wide angle look, you can do that too. I believe you do that with the arrows, the arrow keys. I'll test that in a second. So far the fastest lap for Kelly, which is Tex Rex, is 1 minute 24. And Andy is down to 1 minute and 4. My fastest was 121 so far. Wow. All right, let's take a look how Andy's doing. The record holder. Interesting, when you spectate, you don't see which gate is the next to be flown through. It doesn't have that highlight. Oh, here we go. Get the keyboard here real quick. Just replying real quick. The main thing is that your remote has a way to hook up to a computer, of course, via USB. Some of the remotes have a trainer port, and for certain brands you can buy a cable that one end kind of looks like a headphone jack or a TRRS jack. You plug that into the bottom of the remote. On the other side is USB, and that way it kind of communicates with the computer. All right, 1 minute. Okay, it's time. It's time to try to beat this time here. It's time to beat the time. Okay, how do I go back? From spectating. All right, here we go. Waden. Hey, how's it going, man? Glad you joined. All right, let's give this a try here. Gotta see if I can take the crown for the fastest lap here. I made it fair. I have not flown this track before this stream, so all I know is my computer is usually a lot smoother when doing this. There's a lot running right now with doing the stream. Here. Oh, and if you miss a gate, then you have to go back. Otherwise, the next one doesn't get highlighted. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that was not pretty, but it counts if you fly through. Oy, 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 oy. $56, all right. That was not pretty at all. One more and I'll check out the chat again. I'm sure this is very enticing. Oh, Andy took the lead. These guys are getting a good practice. There's a crazy... So sometimes you're in multiplayer games here, and there's custom maps. All right, let's try to land here. And there's custom maps, and whenever you join that kind of multiplayer room game, I guess you would call it, you download the map automatically, and then you have it. And you come across quite a few good maps that way. Wait, and this is Liftoff. I need a bigger desk. Also, let me know in the chat if you guys have questions. It doesn't have to be, of course, the simulator related or FPV. If you need help with anything, shoot me a comment and let me know. Kelly, who is Tex Rex in the game, wrote, "Oh, he crashed again." Hey, it's a lot cheaper to crash in the simulator than to crash any kind of drone or quadcopter in real life, so. Felix is a cheater, Andy wrote. I think I do need to have this on my lap. mentioned in the game that they should let me know when we should change up the map. Let's do some more spectating. We're currently watching Ready Set Drone in the YouTube chat. It's Kelly. If you've been following the channel for a while, last summer Kelly and his family came over to Germany, and we kind of shot off a couple emails before, and it worked out that we met up a few times actually, so that was kind of cool. I got to show him a little bit around Munich, and we flew drones together as well and did a couple videos, so that was pretty cool. I will give Kelly a couple more seconds here to finish the lap, and then we'll try a different map. You can tell that the way Kelly flies, he doesn't overcorrect, and he'd rather take it slow and be more precise and kind of fly where he wants to fly instead of just going fast and crazy and out of control. That's nice. It's good. The dude knows his stuff. Okay, let's choose a different map, shall we? I think the guys can continue to fly. Okay. I'm gonna go and pick another map. If for whatever reason you guys get disconnected, just rejoin. Okay. Boom, 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 ba-dum. Okay, so we did the green. Hey, Arkotar. Glad to see you. Let's do... Okay, guys. Okay, there's two custom ones for this kind of golf course that I have. So I'm hoping this is the one, and if not, we'll just do the other one. This one is the fast track. All right, here we go. Okay, let's see if this works out as I had planned. Man, those gaming streamers that are gaming the whole time and just totally in tune with their audience and just chatting, that respect, that takes a lot of work. All right, let's see how this works out here. Ah, this is the other one that I was thinking of, but hey, no worries. We'll give this one a couple minutes. This one's kind of fun too. There's these 3 rings here. You have to fly through the bottom one, and the top one, and then back through the other bottom one before moving on. Wow. There's a little bit of a performance penalty on my machine right now. I see a white tail ahead of me. I'm chasing you down, whitetail. Andy, I'm chasing you. No pressure. Oh, go through the gate. It's actually kind of nice to follow someone because you can see... Oh, I missed it. You can see which way the course goes. Alright. So these gates, they're constantly climbing and you end up going through the top of the trees. And you go through and then I think you dive down somewhere. Where? Oh, there it is. Okay. There's nothing like flying one of these maps for the first time. When we go to the next one, it's definitely confusing, but once you do it a couple times, it is a lot of fun. So the next one will be pretty cool. Oh, I saw a red trail as well. Kelly's on our tail. Ugh. Oh wow, this is difficult. So let me know in the chat, guys, how you guys doing today? What, did you guys do anything fun? And also let me know where you're watching from. What time of day is it there? Here in Germany, it's 10. We started the stream at 10 p.m., so I assume it's around 10:30 or so. If it's half past the hour right now. And that's me hitting the pylon. Go ahead and restart that one. Noel, thanks for tuning in. Glad you could make it. Go get some sleep, man. I'm sure it's super early where you're at. Thanks for tuning in, that should say. Final exam tomorrow, wow. Good luck on your exam. I don't miss those days, man. Waden, he's from South Africa, and it's 10:32. Well, look at that. You must be relatively directly south of Germany. South Africa is quite large, so of course there's multiple time zones, but we happen to be in the same one. Shervin Badu is in Jamaica and it's 3:34 p.m. Very cool. Jamaica has the same time zone as Eastern time currently then. 9:33 p.m. Okay, not bad. Alright, let's take a look and see how the guys are doing. Very nice. We're watching Andy. He's the white trail that we were following earlier. This is also a challenging course. These little circles you have to fly through, and this level actually a lot smaller than the bigger gates, so you have to be much more precise and just be better at it. And it's interesting. One thing I've noticed is, like with anything, if you're a mountain biker, if you're a motorcyclist, if you're a race car driver, or if you're an FPV pilot, it pays to look where you want to go. It's crazy. Even if you're on a bike, if you're on a tight single track, and if you look to the side of the track, guess where you're gonna end up? Exactly where you look. So it's very interesting that style of looking where you want to go, no matter what you're doing, helps out a lot. Wow, smooth flying. you guys are hearing the music in the background. Who else we got that's watching? Let me know in the chat where you're from and what time it is where you're at. Alright, Andy finished a lap. This one turned out to be challenging. Whoa. And we switched to, I believe it was Kelly, as he's in a tumble. This is a very challenging map. Chris Hope. Hey man, how's it going? Kind of like texting and driving. Oh. I've gotten a lot better at that. I used to check my phone every once in a while. After just so many terrible accidents that you hear about, I bought an extra mount for a quad lock. They make mounts for your bicycle and also for the car, and so it's directly under the visor, not visor, the rearview mirror. So whenever I have Google Maps on, it's right there. I don't have to look very far off the road. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of texting and driving. I think you were joking though. Go Fly Drone, welcome. UK, 9:36 p.m. or 21:36. All right. This map is very challenging. Let's. Kelly says he's getting smoked. All right, this one was a tricky map. Let's do one more on the golf course, and then we'll switch it up completely. But this next one is pretty nuts, but a lot of fun when you get it right. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna go ahead and change the map. The Texans are taking over in the chat. Okay, this one is the Mekon map, and it's called Mind Blown. Alright, here we go, guys. Yeah, see, I wish I could get audio in the game. We'll have to work on a solution for that for next time. This is cool though, man. 3 of us in the simulator on the first Simulator Sunday. Very cool. Alright, here we go, guys. And in the bottom of the screen, you can see how I'm moving my sticks. So the left stick, of course, is throttle and yaw, which rotates the quadcopter drone. On the right side, you've got pitch and roll. And the white circle on top of those two kind of crosshairs shows you how far away from center I am. So take a look at the left stick. And if you see here, watch, I raise it. And that's the throttle stick. And the drone, of course, takes off. So I don't really have to have a separate camera showing my remote. You guys can see exactly what I'm doing to the sticks with the crosshairs. All right, here we go. I think one of the reasons my computer has a little bit of a hard time is these trees have all these leaves on them, and has to draw each one of those leaves. So I kind of wish there was no trees. I even turned the shadows all the way down. So I tried to optimize. Alright, here we go. So these gates, this is pretty cool. You have to fly through the top one, then go right, fly through the middle one, keep spinning, and if you're not dizzy, you continue the bottom one. It's kind of a corkscrew. And then you go left, and then here there's these climbing gates. It's kind of nice that they've got this caution tape. Oop, I must have hit something. Oh, and I'm following Kelly, I believe, right there. Oh, I missed it. Every time you fly through the gate, it makes this kind of click noise like a camera shutter. So that's how you know you nailed it. Alright, so the cool part is coming up. So because each gate you fly through makes that sound, look at all these gates. And if you hit it just right, you can go really fast. Oh no! Let's do a rewind. Okay, here we go. So if you hold T, you can rewind. Oh no! That's the last one. Let's try to cheat and go back through. Oh! Alright. Enough trial. Time to restart. Andy just opened his second beer. Let's see if his flying skills improves, he writes. Oh, I gotta click in the game. Here we go. Alright, we're following Kelly in the red right there. Let's see if we can catch up. Now at this level I did fly a few times. I've got about probably 20-30 minutes of practice on here. So it's not a fair competition. Oy, oy, oy. This is kind of cool. I like this corks. Oh, what's going on here? I think the computer's struggling with that. Okay, now to this climbing section. I don't know how I managed to survive that one, but I did. Okay, here we go. We're following Andreas into the circle. Oh, I wish this was a little bit more responsive. Quite challenging to fly while streaming on the same computer. Okay, here we go. Look where you want to go. Ah, too tight. I don't know how I got through it, but I counted it. Whoa. This is a challenging map. Usually there's less gates, and they're not as close to each other, of course, so you can have a lot more time to set up for the next gate. The closer they are, the more they are of them, the less time you have to kind of set up for the entry, and that in itself makes it difficult. Wow. Be kind of fun to have a real FPV quadcopter or drone guy in here. Someone like Nurk or any of those guys, and watch them do this in 20 seconds. When you're in the public multiplayer channels, you just watch some of these guys, and I just don't understand how they do it. It's nuts. Wow. I'm gonna finish this lap, and then we'll watch the other guys a little bit. Or I'll just do it now. Chris says he's got the bug to do this. Very nice, man. You definitely should. Not ton fun. Drone Viral, hey, how's it going? Glad you could make it. So let's follow Kelly. Here we go, we're watching Kelly, no pressure. Huh? Here he goes. Smoothly through the first gate. Very nice. Kelly's definitely a lot smoother of a flyer. Oh, the trees get you. That's a pain. Oh, you got turtle mode? Kelly's trying to turtle mode? Kelly, you know about the rewind trick, right? If you hold T on your keyboard, you can rewind if you just have a tiny crash. You can reset. Just rewind and then you don't have to reset the whole thing. Kelly and Andy, you guys will have to let me know when you get sick of this level. We'll pick another one. And if you have any recommendations, then please let me know. He does have turtle mode. Or is he doing rewind? So yeah, Chris, if you do have any kind of non-DJI kind of standardized remote, then usually there's a simulator cable that you can hook it up to your computer and you can try it. Drone Viral is asking how many drones I have. I've been slimming down the hangar quite a bit actually. So it's not as many as I used to have. It used to be kind of nuts. I think I'm down to maybe 5 or 6, and that's counting even the little toy drones. So it's not as many as before. All right, Andy says he's ready for a new map. We'll let Kelly give another go, and I'll go and I'll pick a new map. So back to the waiting room as these guys continue. Okay, change settings. Do. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, Chris says he needs a radio for his FPV quads. And there's so many good options out there that aren't super expensive. It's nice. If you compare what, for example, what a DJI replacement remote costs. So I've not flown in -2. This looks like a parking garage. You know what? Let's try it. I haven't tried it. Looks tight. Maybe. Might be difficult. There's one with a red bridge and a sandy valley. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about, Andy. This is not that one, but we'll look for that one next. Kelly says map 1, Kelly 0. If you haven't seen Kelly's channel, it's Ready Set Drone. Be sure to check him out. And one of the things he's doing is he's putting on an event called Spin Up. It's normally an in-person kind of conference where a bunch of drone YouTubers and people in the industry get together and kind of have like a kind of a workshop style presentations. There's raffles, and even DJI is a sponsor again this year. And due to the COVID and everything that's going on in the world, this year it's virtual. There's a few people that are going to be there that are either local or they're flying in. But most people are going to be kind of remote. And so there's even a couple speakers out of Europe. I think the guy's name is Hendrik from Tech Drone Media. He's going to be speaking, and I'm actually going to be partaking as well. So there's if you want to be a part of the raffles and win stuff, you have to buy an actual ticket to the event, and they're not very expensive. So check out Spin Up 2020. I believe the URL is spinup2020.com. If you just search for Spin Up 2020 and Ready Set Drone, you'll find it. So you can watch for free. If you want to be kind of part of the raffles and win stuff, then you should buy a ticket. And there's I think different levels as well, so be sure to check that out. Okay, let's give this map a try here. Oh wow, it's this is a fast track. Whoa. Okay, I gotta adjust something here. So with the up and down arrow, you can adjust the angle of the camera. And let's see, how should we demonstrate this? So if the angle of the FPV camera is 30 degrees, let's say, so if this is 90, that's 45, and this is 30, then when you see level, the drone is actually angled this much. And so if you lower that to, like, let's say 15 degrees, then the drone is much less of an angle when you're looking perfectly straight. And so it's easier to fly slower. If you have a 60 degree angle, then your drone is like this, so you're given almost full throttle to stay horizontal. So the less angle, the kind of easier it is to start out. Okay, here we go. And of course, throttle control is definitely a skill. Oh wow. I don't know if this was the right choice. This looks like another challenging map. Whoa, okay. Just bouncing off walls. Wow. This is really difficult. Sorry guys, I should have tested all the tracks we're going to try. Of course, it's like a magnet. Whoa. Wow, okay. Oh, no worries, Kaylee, no worries. Said thanks for the spin up plug. Okay. Yeah, this is not so much fun. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do a different map. This one is difficult. That one is not fun. You're doing much better than me flying my real quad. Mixed Chifuses. Oh, practice. Hey, where are you tuning in from, and what time is it where you're at? Let me know. Okay, whew, that map was rough. Okay, I think it was Sand Valley. Andy was saying. Let's see. Pine Valley? Nope. We don't want that one. Bardwell, Joshua Bardwell, if you're getting into FPV, he's got a YouTube channel. He is very knowledgeable and has been doing this for a long time. And he flies a lot around his house, and you can actually fly around his house in the game. That's pretty cool. Pine Valley, no, that's what I said we don't want. The pit. Ah, the pit. I think this one, Andy. Level 3, let's try this one. $4 p.m. in Texas. Okay. Up to 15 concurrent viewers. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the inaugural Simulator Sunday. Alright, here we go. The pit. Ah, the pit is the one with the buildings. That one is challenging too. This one is kind of nice. It's huge and wide and open. And it has these kind of dashed lines, so it kind of makes it easier to see what's coming up. Whoa. And then you have to go in between. Oh. I think I have to adjust the angle back unless it reset it to 30 degrees. This one's pretty cool because there's a lot of elevation change as well. So you can kind of dive down through this one. Whoosh. Oof. Alright, let's try that. Oh, okay, reset to 30 degrees. The one thing I've noticed in this simulator, at least, the drones seem very lofty. So if you fly up and you kill the throttle, it just kind of gracefully, slowly comes down, like the gravity's less than it is on Earth. So I don't know if the other simulators are the same. I know, Kelly, you used the DRL simulator. How do you feel that is in terms of kind of the physics and the gravity? Do you think it's better than Liftoff? And I switched to Kelly's view as he was upside down. Timing. I think Kelly might be typing, so we'll switch to Andy. Welcome to everybody that's new to the stream. Welcome to the first Simulator Sunday. We're in an app or a simulator called Liftoff. It's available on Steam. It works on PC or Mac. Yeah. And we were just talking about how Liftoff compares to DRL, for example. DRL, the Drone Racing League, also has their own simulator. And yeah. These drones are more lofty or floaty, Kelly says. I wonder, he says it's similar to DRL. I wonder why that's so difficult to get accurate, the kind of gravity. Maybe if they have the gravity realistic, then the quads don't handle as they should. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Wow, look at this angle, the turn here. No pressure, Andy. The internet is watching. Kelly says he's played DRL a lot more, so this is a nice change of pace. Yeah, I wonder, I mean, I need to just try it out, but I assume DRL is a lot more racing focused and kind of the maps of the actual DRL championships and stuff. David, hey, how's it going? David Rupnik is in the chat and in the stream. Where are you at, David, and what time is it where you're from, or where you're at right now? Thanks for tuning in to the first Simulator Sunday. I definitely need to get audio going so everybody that's in the game can chat via audio as well. Those of you guys watching, how's the quality of what you can see in the simulator in the stream? Is it watchable? Is it too jerky? Like right now we're watching Andy fly. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for tuning in, man. Glad you stopped by to watch a little bit. No, a lot of it. Guten Abend, David says. He's from Slovenia. Very cool. We love Slovenia. Been there a few times down on vacation and while on vacation. It's very cool. Don't ask me what cities we stayed in. That was a while back. But Ljubljana rings a bell. We were... Where were we? Ich liebe Schnitzel. Hunter W says it's really steady. Oh, excellent. Cool. It gets kind of really jerky as I'm playing here. So that's good to hear. Correct with a K. We're following Andy. Wow, look at that. He's making the turn without even... The camera's just aimed at the ground and he's in the turn leaning in. Dive. Very cool. Alright, let's get in there and chase these guys around. Kind of nice. You can of course program the buttons on your remote to do different things, and you have to hit a button or a switch to arm your quad like you do in real life, and so you can just make it a switch, so you have to reach out for your keyboard and hit a button. It's kind of a tricky S turn. Whoa. It's not pretty, but I try to be relatively quick. And as you're flying through the gate, well, this is not flying through the gate, but as you're flying through the gate, try to set yourself up for a good path to the next gate. And that's part of the trick, I think. Alright, let's see how fast we can go here. Oh, that's the ground. I think it also matters which drone you choose. I guess it'd be interesting if we all chose the same one, because, you know, they do fly differently. So if Kelly chooses a Emax Tiny Hawk, then of course it's not going to fly the same as, I think I've got like a 5-inch or something similar selected here. That was not pretty. Let's start over. David asked, can you play these games on PC without a controller? Or can I connect my Mavic Mini controller? And then Hunter looked it up. Yeah, so you have to be able to get the remote or the joystick or whatever you use to communicate with the computer. Steam can see gamepads, joysticks, or remotes like this. I'm using the Jumper T16 Focus. I got this remote for my FPV quad, and that works. It has a old school USB, not micro, mini USB. What's the other one? Anyways, you plug it on the top, and then when you hook it up to your computer and you select joystick on the remote, it shows up, and that's how you can calibrate all the axes and buttons and stuff. Yeah, bummer. I know. I kind of wish this would work with the kind of any DJI remote. Unfortunately, it doesn't. I don't think. All right, here we go. And when you guys get tired of the map, or if you want to call it a night, no worries. We don't have to go very long today. We've already been going at it for an hour, I think, so, you know, no pressure to stick around. When you don't set yourself up right for a gate like I just did, it takes forever to fly back and to line yourself up again. It's nuts. This part's pretty cool. You have to fly all the way up, and then you can dive down. I see your chat messages. 1 second. Oh, this is difficult to do everything at once. Oh, I see Kelly flying through the start. Oh, man. As we're talking about how the quads seem kind of floaty in the game, and you can add an action cam, you can kind of pick up parts and stuff, and I try to make it super heavy. I even made the frame ridiculously heavy, and it's still not the same, you know, as real life, but I know they do spend a lot of money and effort to get it relatively close, so. Hunter says it works with the Xbox controller. Yep. Nice. All right, here we go. Let's try another round. I think we're chasing Kelly. That's cool that I think we get to choose colors because Kelly's is red. That makes sense for Ready Set Drone. But it'd be really funny if it was just luck of the draw and he ended up with red and I ended up with the blue. But I remember choosing it, so it's not random. Through the gate. Alright, let's try to make this gate without crash. Ah. And these gates are so huge, and I still whack so many. It's unbelievable. Luckily, there's that rewind option. But I think when you rewind, your lap time does not go backwards. So if you rewind, it just takes extra time. So there's no, you can't cheat. You can't get the perfect lap by just rewinding every mistake. So in terms of computer, I even got this to run on my laptop without a dedicated graphics card or anything, just my regular old MacBook Pro. Yeah, MacBook. It says Pro, but if it doesn't have a dedicated graphics card, then how pro can it be, right? So, and the graphics options, you can choose to turn off things like anti-aliasing, and that's what's really resource intensive. Oh, bummer. How do you miss the second gate? Alright, here we go. So yeah, let me know in the chat. I want to do this again, obviously. This was just kind of a trial run, and I'm glad that Kelly and Andy took the time to join. So I think the test was a success. I can get it to run. There's a little bit of optimization I can still do to have it be even smoother on my end. And I need to figure out the audio from the other players, because I definitely want to, if I could chat with them while we're doing this, that'd be much more immersive and just fun for you guys to watch and listen as well, instead of just me sitting here chatting. So I want to figure that out, and then, I don't know, maybe give this a try again, maybe not next week, but maybe in 2 weeks. So we could do like a, if not monthly, like a twice a month Simulator Sunday. I think that'd be fun. What do you guys think about that? Let me know in the chat. Oh, so close to a new record lap, and then you mess it up like that. Just checking out the chat. Let's get some more of the music going. Let's try the different playlist. Sunday Fun Day, why not? Kelly just got his personal best lap. Very cool. He's gonna call it. No worries. Hey Kelly from Ready Set Drone, thanks for tuning in and joining us in the Simulator Sunday. It was a success. I mean, this was kind of fun, right? He'd be up for doing it in a couple of weeks. Awesome. So yeah, let's do that. You guys, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe and you'll get notified when we do this again. I'll link. I'll do some research on what is the kind of most affordable option to getting into this kind of simulator and FPV hobby with. We'll pick a good remote. We'll figure out how to get it connected to your computer, and then, I mean, I think for 50, 70, 80 bucks, you can get into this and fly with us on the air, even if you want to, and practice great skills. So I think it's totally worth it. So yeah, I say Simulator Sunday was a success, and I'll do a couple more laps on a different map if you guys want to watch, and if you guys got stuff going on, no worries. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Once again, thanks Kelly and Andy for flying with me, and maybe we'll see one of these guys in a future Simulator Sunday. Yeah. I'll show you guys one more map and then I'll jump off as well. But thank you, Kelly and Andy. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. All right. So. One final map. David asks about the specs. I'm running a PC that I built, but I built it like 2016, so it's not like, it's like 3 or 4 generations old in terms of the Intel CPU. I believe it's an i7 6700K, the processor, 32 gigs of RAM. I mean, it's not super high end, but it's definitely not a slouch either. But right now I've got a huge monitor here that's running the streaming software, the chat, YouTube. Over here I've got my old monitor that has the game full screen on it. And you have to remember, for a stream to work, I've got my camera up here that's running essentially through a capture card into the computer. It has to process that signal. That's how you see in this corner my face. And so it takes all the, it essentially duplicates this monitor, encodes it into a stream, uploads it to YouTube every, 25 times a second. It changes the picture, of course. And I'm also copying what it's uploading to my hard drive. So it's doing all this whole time. And yeah, I mean, it's resource intensive, and that's why when I'm playing the game, it's not as smooth as if I was playing it without all this extra stuff going on. So it takes some hardware to get this to run like this. Kurt Decker, hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. All right, so which map do I want to choose here? Kurt, where are you tuning in from, and what time is it there right now? In Germany, it's already 11:20 p.m. on Sunday night. So I'm gonna do one more map change, fly a couple laps, and then I'm gonna call it a night as well. All right, which one shall we try? -2, that was difficult. Nope. Dubai Legends. The green we tried at the beginning. All 26. I think they got a lot more maps. Bando City. Noob Training Track. This one is great. I'll definitely fly this one with you guys next time as well. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Do a couple more minutes and then call it a night. But definitely appreciate you guys tuning in for the inaugural Simulator Sunday. Here we go. This was the first multiplayer track I think I tried. I'm not sure if I can. The lag I'm having here. This might make it too difficult. There's kind of a delay just from having all this stuff running at the same time on my computer. Alright, here we go. Ideally, you have a second computer that's capturing all the visuals from the game as a kind of a spectator, but I don't have that option. So here we have to make do with what we have, right? So this map's kind of fun. Bando City, it's called. The number of times I had to fly the section of 3 before I stopped doing stuff like that. Alright, let's finish this lap. So yeah, this is... Oh no, I missed the last gate. 107. Alright. When you hit 100k, maybe you'll be able to afford the dream setup for the gaming, David said. Yeah, maybe. Alright, let's go full screen here. Alright guys, I definitely appreciate you guys tuning in for the first Simulator Sunday. I had a good time with you guys in the chat. I had a great time with Kelly and Andy in Liftoff, the simulator. And once this posts in the video, I don't know if the video description is on there right now, but you can find a link to the simulator. And I'll do some research on what kind of the best affordable remote control is. Because this, if you're just getting started and you don't have, you know, huge aspirations, this is kind of overkill in many aspects. But even this was only like $160. So yeah, I mean, it's $160, but there's definitely affordable version choices out there for being able to fly like this in a simulator. Madison Smith, howdy. Yeah, so gonna wrap this up. We've been going for a good hour and a half. Had a good time with Kelly and Andy in the simulator. We flew Liftoff, and it was a success. So I'm gonna figure out how to get audio for all the other guys working as well. And we'll do this again in maybe 2 weeks. So feel free to tune in then. And in the meantime, feel free to check out some of the other videos on the channel. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Thanks for being here. Have a good rest of your Sunday night, or maybe even Monday morning where you're at. Have a good night. Thanks, guys.